All right, good morning guys. Part just came in, FedEx just delivered it. The blow-up valve we're going to be installing in this video. We'll move the Range Rover out of the way, make some room for the F10, get her lifted and get started here. Evan's on standby. What are you checking out?
Make sure you check out the website.
Make sure you guys check out the website, thickgarage.com. We just launched it. Shop coming soon, but be sure to peep that out. And
let's get this on the way.
Yep. Let's grab the keys. We get anything else coming? I think we got more parts coming.
I don't know.
We'll find out. All right, let's get started. So here's a Turbosmart blow-off valve. Open it up for you so you can see what you get. So it comes with an O-ring that you're going to put in there. It comes with some stickers, your 3 screws, your replacement screws, and that's it. So it's good to replace your blow-up valve or your diverter, whatever you want to call it, because they wear over time. The stock one is a recirculating diverter. This one has dual vents, which it has the option to vent to atmosphere as well, and it also recirculates too, but any built up pressure, it's going to vent to atmosphere, and it's going to be a very cool sound. So the first thing we're going to do is remove the skid plate. Going to undo 17 8mm screws holding it in. And you can just pull it back, pull it right out. Just got a leaf here. All right. And then the turbo's over here on the passenger side. We gotta just locate it, and then we gotta get a light up there. All right, so with the skid plate off, next thing we don't have to remove it. We just gotta lower it, bring it down so we can access the water pump. So these look like E18 bolts. I don't have one, but 14mm. Fits it good, so I'm going to use that. You might need a breaker bar. I had to use a breaker bar to loosen them a little bit first, and then I'll grab my Milwaukee. So there's 2 bolts on one side and 2 on the other that need to come out. And once you get them out, you can lower it. These are loose here. I unscrewed that, and then this whole bar can come down, and you can access the water pump right there. So I'm going to drop this other side real quick, and we'll be back in a minute to start with the water pump. All right, so the water pump has 3 bolts. I believe they're E14s. I'm going to double check. So there's 2 here, and then there's one up here. I can only reach it with my hand. We're not going to be able to get a camera view on that. The diverter is right back there. Can you see it? That black.
Gotta get light up in there.
Can you see it on the camera?
No, you need more light.
You see it?
Yeah.
All right. So it's that black assembly right there. That's the diverter we're going to be switching out with the new Turbosmart. So I'm looking for the socket. Drop me a like while we're looking here. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe too. Don't forget that. And ring that notification bell. I believe it's an E14.
But let's try it.
All right, so it's an E12 bit. If you don't have one of these, you can also use a 10mm as well. That fits it. So we're not taking the water pump completely off. We're just loosening up the bolt so we can maneuver it around. What I have here is my E12, an extension. The top is going to be a little bit harder. I'm going to have to put a swivel on it. Let's see how I can. Alright, so we loosened the top bolt on the water pump and I removed the two here just so we have a little bit of play. That top bolt's really hard to get to.
You can see it from right here.
I can't even imagine trying to tighten it back up. So trying to find the hole and threading it back in. So we just loosen it so we have some, we can maneuver the water pump a little bit to get to better access to the diverter back there. So I don't know if you can see the diverter well enough, but you see the plug, there's a little silver push pin. Basically push that to get it off. And we're not going to be able to film it. I've got to get my hand in there so you won't be able to see anything. Be right back. So Evan's going to give it a try. He's got his little baby fingers in there. These are my sausage fingers. He can't fit it there. We'll be back as soon as we get this plug off. So I went ahead and removed that last bolt on the water pump just to give us more room to get that adapter off still on the diverter. We're just having a hard time reaching it, but now we got so much more room to get to it. It's tight, but at least we got more room. Alright, so I got the plug off. Here's the little metal piece you got to push in to unlock it and then pull it. Just set that aside. And now we'll unscrew the the diverter. So there's 3 of those screws that have to come out. They're hex bits. I got a what size is this? 5mm?
Yeah, I think it's a 5.
Yep, 5mm hex bit here. I'm gonna put it on a swivel and start loosening them off. So I'm gonna get the easy one first. Get them out of the way. Just gotta be patient. Takes time. It'd be nice if you got access to a lift. It'll make things a little bit easier than jack stands, but you can definitely do it on jack stands. It's just a little tight. If you get aggravated, take a break. Smoke a cigarette if you got them. Eat a sandwich. I know I did. Not smoke a cigarette, but I ate a sandwich. Alright, let's get to the next one.
So we got 2 of the 3 out.
Alright, so we got the diverter out. Let me show you what it looks like compared to the new one. Here is the OEM one. See, it's all circulating. There's no vents or anything like that. And compared to the Turbosmart, plug and play. Plus we got some more room to reconnect it, right?
Here's the
Oh yeah, don't forget to put the O-ring in. Alright, so we have the new diverter blow-off valve, whatever you want to call it, in. And we put one screw in. It's a lot harder putting them in than taking it out. So we got one in, not all the way tight, just enough to hold the blow-off valve into place so we can put the other 2 in. So we're going to go ahead and put them in, and we'll be back and reassemble everything. It's a little trick to keep the screws on. Just take some electrical tape and lightly tape them just so they don't fall off. Alright guys, we got it all installed except for one bolt. I'm going to show you why we couldn't get to it. We've tried everything to get to the top bolt and we cannot reach it. The reason is, I have the OEM one here. The Turbosmart one is about 1 inch longer. There is this vacuum line that sits, it was sitting about right here, and we could get a socket in there to get the existing screw out. But now with the new Turbosmart one in, since it's sitting back further, I don't see any way of getting it without actually having to remove the turbo and getting that last bolt on screw. Sorry. So, I mean, I'm eager to hear it. I have 2 screws on. I'm sure Evan's eager to hear it. I think we have enough of a seal to get a sound clip for you. I'm sure you're eager to hear it as well. But I'm going to take it over to Autowerkes to get the turbo dropped out and get that last screw on, and we'll post an update to this video once we get that done. So let's start her up and see what she sounds like. There's no warning lights on, so that's a good sign. So we'll update this video once we take it over to Autowerkes and get the turbo dropped out and get that last screw in, see if there's any audio difference. Maybe there is a leak, we don't know yet. That'll give you an idea what the Turbosmart blow-up valve sounds like. So hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the update. Drop me a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video.